how ready are y'all to get this thing underway?
I think the guys are ready to play. I think anytime you get through October, I think players and coaches are ready to play. And coaches will always say, I wish we had more practice time. We have done some good things since the Kingsville game. We have found things that we know that we need to work on. I think that's how we've spent most of our time leading up to tomorrow's game. And then we really don't practice again until next Tuesday, just because of how the first week of the season lays out. So our guys are excited. This will be our last practice going into the next 3 games.
How much do you feel like Devin is a pretty good extension of you with his story, his background, and how much he's been with you? And it seems like it's pretty similar. Well,
you know of my thoughts of Devin personally and professionally. I absolutely adore him. This is a great opportunity for him. He will handle it well, and we have done things leading up to now for him to have even more reps. He's more than prepared. He's been with me 11 years. He knows what's good about what we do, what's bad about what we do. He's very familiar with our team because he's the closest person in our program to our players. But as I've talked to the team and with him, he's not going to be able to be Devin. I'm suspended, so he's subbing in for me. And so he's not going to be able to be the assistant coach, but he's also been in positions over the last month or 2 to be prepared. And so he'll be great. Our team is aware, and I'm excited for what's going to happen over the next 3 or 4 days.
How tough is that going to be just in game, knowing that you like to be there coaching them up? You can't, so just the dynamic of that all and making, I guess, adjustments when you get back.
Well, it's uncharted territory. So a lot of what we're doing as a staff, we've never had these conversations before because it hasn't happened. Having said that, because it hasn't happened, it's hard for me to answer. I think we've done all that we can do up until the day before the game relative to I won't be here. I think the other thing, and because it's never happened, you already feel like you're going to miss it. You miss being around the staff. You miss being around the team. You miss what comes from a game. And so it's just uncharted territory. And so I hope our guys play great. I hope it's an incredible opportunity for Devin to go 2-0. And then as soon as Saturday morning can get here, I want it to get here as fast as it can.
What do you plan on, do you plan on learning much about the dynamic over this week of this new team, or is it really going to take pretty much up until conference play starts to understand what you have?
Yeah, I don't know relative to the schedule if we've done right or not. We'll play 8 games this month. That's a lot of games, which means you learn a lot during the game, but there's not many practice days. And we kind of set up the first week of the season to prepare us for the second week of the season because we play back-to-back days in Vegas. And so we'll have a break in December. That's a little longer than normal that we can practice. But I think it will take time. We have a lot of new guys. And if you count true freshmen, COVID freshmen, transfer freshmen, we have 8 on our team. And so there's a lot of new people, but there's also a lot of new people that don't have experience playing together or playing at this level, the amount of minutes they're going to play.
What do you like so far from Marcus Williams? Is he the kind of guy that can be a leader on this team, you think?
He's a really good player. He has a very bright future. Has really good instincts offensively. Very comfortable off a ball screen, makes the right read at the right time, has a good pace to how he plays when he creates for others versus when he's trying to get an attempt for himself. He's made strides defensively. That's where he's got to continue to improve. Can he keep the ball in front? Can we play the right ball screen coverage? But he has made significant strides. He changes the complexion of our team because he's a true run your team point guard, and he makes the game easier for the guys on the floor. And that's huge for our entire program.
Henry Coleman back available for this
He is, yes, sir. He's back. He's doing well. I anticipate just him playing will change the complexion, Travis, of what you saw last Monday. The physicality that he plays with. He's a borderline elite athlete. He's for sure elite going north and south. But his presence on the rim, whether that's off the glass, on putbacks, on cuts, on finishes, that will change the complexion of our team. And from a rebounding standpoint, he's going to need to be dominant for us, because I think that really will allow us maybe to play a little faster when we can finish the rebound with a defensive possession with the rebound. But then also, I think we can put pressure on the rim, not just off the bounce or on the pass, but we can put pressure on the rim because we have guys going in there to chase after it.
With so many new guys, what is a realistic expectation for a first game when you don't know exactly how they all mesh together yet?
I think like there's so many dynamics. I'm not going to be here, and so I'm trying to remove how I process that, because my responsibility is to help those that are going to be here. And so then of those that are going to be here, obviously the staff who's been with me the longest probably has the most ability to translate. But then we got a lot of kids who have never played a real Division I game. And so they're playing a real Division I game, and to some degree, their relationship with me and or how I coach them is not going to be present. And then their relationship with Devin and how he coaches them is going to be non-existent because he is replacing me. So there's a lot of dynamics. And then specific to what you said, so the team we play tomorrow and the team we play on Friday, they're polar opposites. They're polar opposites relative to their personnel. They're polar opposites relative to their defensive style of play. And they're polar opposites in how they play offensively. And as I've been telling our guys, so yesterday was 2-day prep, today is 1-day prep. Well, all of this is based off last season. North Florida plays tonight, Abilene Christian plays tonight, but going into tomorrow, we'll know more about North Florida, but obviously we have a short turnaround prior to the game. And then the same exact thing with Abilene Christian. We have a short turnaround and really can't practice on Thursday because we play on Wednesday night. So there's a lot of dynamics involved, not just specific to the team, but also specific to the opponent.
You said polar opposites, and you're going to learn more about them, but just as of right now, North Florida, what's kind of going to be the key?
Yeah, categorically, what I would say about North Florida, I anticipate they'll play zone 85% of the game. They led the country last year in threes in transition, and they were top 10 in the country in threes attempted. If there was a team that you wanted to study that played money ball basketball the way the Rockets did 5 years ago, that's who they are. They never, like when you watch a guard play and they catch the pass and they're wanting to put it below their hips to figure out what's going on, the ball never comes below their shoulder. No matter where they catch it, they're catching it in their pocket and they're shooting. They're one of the few teams, they have the highest number of field goal attempts without a dribble among all teams in the country. And so as the ball is being received, that guy's not dribbling, that guy's shooting. So if you're late on the catch or you don't contest the shot, they're good enough to beat you. They only took 17% of their shots last year were from twos. That's it. So they're shooting threes or they're shooting layups. And then on the other end, they're playing a unique, Coach Driscoll created his own zone. And then when we play Abilene Christian, they beat Texas in the NCAA tournament because of how fast their guards are. They had 2 guards that are top 10 in the country in steals, and those guards are running all over the court trying to steal every ball. And then they're going to try to trap or hard hedge every ball screen and keep it on the side. And then offensively, they just play ultra fast. So who we play Wednesday and who we play Friday relative to their roster and relative to how their coaches want to win, distinctly different.